Smoke checked.
UAV.
Fireball destroyed. Accept. Smoke checked. Fireball destroyed. Accept. Expired.
Yo, what is up you guys? My name is Lady Gamer and welcome back here guys to of course another Call of Duty Black Ops 4 video. Now what I have for you guys today is a nuclear gameplay with the Vapr-Xkg assault rifle. And today I'm going to be sharing with you guys the best class setup to use for the Vapr-Xkg. So if you guys do enjoy today's video, make sure you guys go ahead, give it a like rating. And also if you guys are new here to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. We're getting super close to 650 subscribers, so if you guys could subscribe, that would be very much appreciated. And then while you're at it, go ahead and turn on those post notifications so you guys are always up to date whenever I post a new class setup video, nuclear gameplays, tips and tricks, and everything related to Black Ops 4. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight on into today's video. So like I said guys, this is a nuclear gameplay here with the Vapr-Xkg. I was playing some hardpoint on the map Slums, and I believe I went 71-2 for the end score. And I was actually using some pretty high score streaks. I was using the heli sniper, the strike team, and the gunship, which I actually only used one time during this gameplay because I was mainly just focusing going for the nuclear. But you guys will see here that I played pretty passive to get this nuclear. And if you guys actually don't know, they made a recent patch update where the strike team actually does not count towards your nuclear score streak. So the nuclear that you guys are seeing here is all coming from the Vapr-Xkg, and you guys will see, of course, since I have diamond camo, that whenever you get a nuclear or a 30 gun streak with the weapon, it turns it into a rainbow diamond camo. So I think that's a pretty cool effect, and you guys will see towards the end of the gameplay. But anyway guys, talking a little bit about the Vapr-Xkg, this is probably my favorite assault rifle within this game. I would say this weapon is most comparable to the Peacekeeper from previous Call of Duties, specifically talking about the Peacekeeper from Black Ops 2, where it was categorized as an SMG. And I have to say, this weapon definitely has the same type of characteristics to that weapon. It's very good at close range, but it can also melt people at medium ranges, and it's just overall a very good assault rifle to use. And with this class setup that I'm about to show you guys, it will definitely utilize the full capabilities that you can bring out with this weapon, and it will make it overall a very potent weapon to use. So let's go ahead and show you guys a class setup right here. I'm going to show you a picture up top on screen. You guys will notice that we're using a lot of attachments. This time around we're using 5 attachments and 1 perk and 1 gear and device that we'll be talking about. So I like to stack up on attachments because I feel like the perks in this game are kind of futile in my opinion. I don't think they're really that useful as in previous Call of Duties, but the attachments here definitely make a big difference with the weapon. It can really turn a mediocre weapon into something much more usable and just more effective. So I think the 5 attachments are definitely going to help out to make this weapon a good type of gun to use. So first of all, let's talk about our first attachment that we're using here for this weapon, which is the elo sight. And I have to tell you guys first off that the iron sights on this weapon are not very good. I think they're just obstructive. So like I said guys, we're using the elo sight, and this is going to help us really to have that nice view of our vicinity. I always accentuate in every one of my videos that you need a good type of reflex sight. You can't have something like a hollow sight or a 4x objective lens sight, because that's just going to be obstructive. You can't really see your surrounding area. And to win more gunfights and to be as effective as possible in any of your gunfights, it's important that you get the first shots on your enemies, and I think the elo sight really does help you to do that, since you can really just aim down sights as quick as possible, get your aim down, and pretty much take out the enemy very easily. So that's why I like using the elo sight. Of course, there are also some good alternatives to use as well. I'm not restricting you guys just to using these type of attachments that I'm going to be showing you all. You guys are welcome to mix up your attachments and pretty much pick out your personal preference, but I'm just giving you guys some suggestions. So if you ever want to try this class setup out for yourself, then you most definitely can do that. So first of all, like I said, some good alternatives, maybe the red dot sight, which is also good because the red dot sight in this game kind of reminds me of the red dot from Advanced Warfare. It has a little bit more of a vertical placement, and I think that's just completely fine. But like I said, I'm going to be using the ELO sight. I always have used the ELO sight since Black Ops 3 introduced the reflex sight at first, so that's why we're using the ELO. Now, moving on into our next attachment, we're going to be using Rapid Fire. Now, Rapid Fire is a very good attachment for this gun. It absolutely melts people up close. Like I said, this weapon is kind of a hybrid between an SMG and an assault rifle, and when you get into those close range gunfights, you can really take out your enemies very effectively with Rapid Fire. And having that increased fire rate really just does help you out to win more gunfights and pretty much just absolutely mow down. You guys will see here in this gameplay that most of the time when I'm killing people, I like to stick in those close range engagements because those are really the strong points of this weapon, is close range to medium range. And as soon as you get in those long range, it kind of gets harder to kill people. Of course, when you do have Rapid Fire as an attachment, it's going to come at a compensation for high recoil, so that's kind of a downfall with this weapon since you can't equip Grip and Rapid Fire simultaneously. But this weapon really doesn't have too much recoil, so it's not going to be too big of a concern. But like I said, most of the time when you guys are going to be using this weapon, it's going to be in those close range to medium range gunfights. You really want to try to avoid those longer ranges of sights because, like I said, the strong points of this weapon really are close range. So that's why we're using Rapid Fire as our next attachment. And moving on, let's go ahead and talk about our next attachment, which is going to be Stock 1, and we're also going to be stacking that with Stock 2. So first of all, let me talk about Stock 1. Stock 1, simply what it does is it improves your movement speed. So this is going to help you to strafe, because I have mentioned in this game it is very easy to strafe, and strafing really is an added benefit to win more gunfights. So mainly, preferably when you're in those medium range to longer range gunfights, strafing can really help you out. It's going to allow you to dodge bullets, and it's just going to help you to let your aim stay on the enemy and take them out ultimately with Stock 1. Now, moving on with our next attachment, we're using Stock 2. This is simply going to maximize our improved movement speed. So basically, when you aim down sight with Stock 2, it's going to have a very good mobility and a very good range when you're strafing. So you guys will see that a lot of times when I'm in kind of being hesitant and I don't really know exactly where my enemies are at, and I usually like to strafe, and strafing really helps me to just kind of sketch out where the enemies might be, because when you're using Stock, you really just want to predict common places where enemies are at, such as hiding in a corner, or there might be in their back spawn trying to shoot down your streaks like they were in this gameplay right here. So Stock 2 and Stock 1 really do kind of pile up very well, and they're definitely going to help you guys to win more gunfights and pretty much just stay balanced with this class setup right here. So moving on with our last attachment that we're using here for this weapon, we're using the silencer, and I have to tell you guys, this weapon is probably the best gun to use in Black Ops 4 with the silencer attachment. Now, the silencer is overall a very good attachment to use in this game, and that's mainly just because it doesn't really affect your weapon when it comes to damage wise. So most of the time in any Call of Duty, the silencer really does have one disadvantage and one discrepancy, and that is that the damage output most of the time is weak with the silenced weapon. But with this gun, I have to say, it doesn't really show any type of discrepancies whatsoever. I absolutely love using the silencer. Of course, one of the most important beneficial aspect that you get with the silencer is that you're able to flank enemies and stay inconspicuous without showing up on the minimap. So I think the silencer is definitely a very good attachment to use here in this class setup right here. And I have to say, this weapon is pretty much meant for a silencer. Now, I have used this weapon unsilenced, and I have to say it is still a beast. But like I said, when you're trying to go for a more stealthy approach and you want to stay hidden and you just want to flank around your enemies, the silencer is definitely going to help you guys out very much. So that's why we're using the silencer attachment, and that's pretty much going to finish our 5 attachments that we're using here for this weapon. Let me go ahead and talk about the perk that we're using here. We're only using one perk, as you guys saw in the picture, and that's going to be Scavenger. Simply what this is going to allow us to do is going to resupply our ammunition. And you guys will see also for my specialist that I was using here in this gameplay, I was using Crash. And of course, with Crash, one of the specialists that you're able to attain is the assault packs, and what it does is it allows you to get your score streaks super fast. Like you guys will see here, I think I got my heli snipers around, I think 4 times or something like that. It was pretty crazy. But the assault packs give you an additional 25 points whenever you kill an enemy and get an assist. So the assault packs are also helpful because they resupply your ammunition immediately to the maximum level. So that's why Scavenger and assault pack really work well together, and that's why we're using them right here for perk 1. Now for my gear, we're using the ComSec device. Now I have said, guys, my 2 favorite gears that I always like to use in this game is a stim shot and the ComSec device. And the ComSec device, what it does is it allows you to get your score streaks faster, and that is just so much fun in this game. I have to tell you guys, Treyarch games always impress me with their score streaks. The score streaks in this game are so much fun. Specifically, I'm talking about a couple that come into my mind, which is the heli snipers. It's kind of like an iteration to the Ghost heli snipers, but instead of being remote controlled, it calls in two type of recon snipers that shoot down and kill enemies from down below. So I absolutely love that score streak. And then also, you guys will see that I'm using the highest score streak in this gameplay. You guys will see towards the end that I was using the gunship. And the gunship's also extremely potent in this game. It really is a very good score streak, and it's not only that, but it's also fun to use, and you can get it super quickly whenever you have the ComSec device. So that's going to be my class setup, guys, for the Vapr-Xkg. Tell me, guys, your thoughts in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys tell me if this class setup helped you guys out, or if I missed on any type of attachments. Make sure you guys go ahead, share them in the comment section down below. I'm always up for any type of suggestions, any type of criticism towards this video. But like I said, if you guys did enjoy this class setup, go ahead, give it a like rating. Also drop a like, guys, for this nuclear here that I get in this gameplay. You guys will see that I get the rainbow camo, which indicates that I went on the 30 gun streak. And I just have to say, guys, this is probably one of my favorite class setups to use here within Black Ops 4. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this gameplay, and make sure you guys tell me in the comment section down below if you guys have any other suggestions for any future type of class setups I should cover. But hopefully you guys all have a blessed day, and I will see you all next time. God bless this nation. Peace out, guys. Peace.